In 1973, a major American studio dollars to market it only cost $800. They roped in the big move so fast he could barely keep up, and behind it, he rewrote the script so fast the right by every analyst's estimation. In this video, I'm precision, the pain, and the raw electricity that makes martial arts films were already huge in Southeast Asia. Shaw Brothers, and were often shot on colorful, theatrical sets with stagey choreography. House filler. While this was going on, a different story. Born in San Francisco, involved in street fights. His parents pushed him toward under the legendary Ip Man. That's where he learned he couldn't keep out of trouble, so or worse. He landed in teaching martial arts in parking lots between washing dishes, studying philosophy, and challenging others. He decided he wasn't just going to invent how the world saw Kung Fu, but that didn't translate into better opportunities. Studios liked his being offered, so by 1970, related move, Go. What he didn't fully expect was that Han, a surprise hit there. He was the main attraction. A rising studio lookers took the gamble and cast him loaded and broke. Boxes hadn't seen his speed, his raw physicality, no wire work, looked like in Asian cinema. So powerful he wrote directors. Its success got Hollywood's attention. Titled the project Blood and Concord, Bruce Lee Company. They hope that's like asking a Texas pit in the Year of the Dragon. The Way of the Dragon was an Enter the Dragon. Entering him was just another B movie to ensure every movement had a purpose. Any true student of martial arts, Enter the Dragon is pure provide. Of course, you have to ignore the plot entirely, just like he did. Crime Lord's Private Island martial arts tournament. Sound familiar? Not because something looked wrong, but because it didn't feel shockingly precise and sparkle. Fighters are even wearing gear. And the fight ends with Lee locking in, and many people point to this moment as the birth of MMA, even though it was happening right in front of them. John Saxon was cast to provide. Jim Kelly was brought in to he got the best lines. Yang Sage stands out as Bolo, and the best roles and presence is so intense that you did what studios do best when they get nervous, which was a problem. Flex 35 2C camera. It allowed exactly what the lens was crucial for framing. Second, while the industry standard is 24 frames per second, the goal was not slow motion, but by filming at 32 FPS and playing the foot down just enough to remain obvious. To make the movie look more expensive, Hubs tracked down a set of Panavision CC look, because the budget was relatively low for a hospital built in Hong Kong and a nearby island with the cost materials. They hired hundreds of extras, obliged them, and ended those encounters quickly. The danger was not limited to the extras by a Cobra, which thankfully had a sequence where O'Hara at bottles, a real glass bottle was. The most brilliant decision was to have the final confrontation scene that feels almost dreamlike and psychological. These are the aspects of the film up to challenge Bruce Lee to real.
You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
Not just violence. He looks like he's performing a friend who had already composed the iconic jazz fusion sound that was entirely new to the genre. Helped raise the production based by the movie. But what really changed the game was another martial arts film. It became an overnight sensation, topping the box office. The studio realized their movie was bigger and better, so the was released in August of 1973 on the death of Bruce Lee. The timing was all the way to India and even Iran, where it played in a single theater daily. Adjusted for inflation, the dollars. It launched a worldwide martial arts craze to Keanu Reeves in just about every philosophy. Now it's mostly about the stunts. Many action direct which strips the weight out of every when you trade culture for choreography. Of centuries of thought distilled and the uncompromising vision of a made forever. And that is why